All right. Welcome, everyone, on this Saturday evening for another episode of Black Lightning Review here at Unpopular Reviews. We are going to be talking about episode 8 tonight. So thanks for joining us. And along with us is one of our co-hosts, the Beyonce of our Little Destiny's Child here. Jack Lightning, how are you doing?
Hey, that was a hell of an introduction. Great job. Great job. If you thought that X-Men review was great, wait till you hear our review on Black Lightning.
Yes. And speaking of X-Men, another one of our co-hosts who was on the X-Men review just moments ago, our special guest host for this evening is going to be none other than the executive consultant. Hello.
You know what? I have to say it's a pleasure for you all to have me here to review this series. You must be really thrilled and really happy. Your ratings just shot up through the roof. Hey, look.
Really? Okay. Thanks
that's
for
why
joining
there's
us.
a breeze going on in here? That's terrible.
Daryl, Lil Phil, I can't pronounce your name. Good evening from Pine Tops, North Carolina. Thank you for joining us here. Leave us subscribe and see you watching on YouTube.
Yes.
Yes, thanks for joining us. So Vic should be joining us any moment, or AKA Power Surge. Until then, we're just going to get started on episode 8, which is titled "The Book of Resistance:
Yes.
Battle of Franklin Terrace." Very nice name.
There you go. I like the confusion on his face with that. That was hilarious. You muted yourself.
I don't think it's a nice name, but that's just me.
What? The Book of Resistance? That's a very strong, You don't like it? All right, not impressed. That's okay. That's why you're guest hosting.
Guest lightning. Yeah.
So the opening scene of this episode was very interesting because this is where we get a little background information on Tobias, on his little old age, because he says his birthday, which is April 20th in 1946.
Yes.
So he is a very old man indeed. So I thought that was interesting. I scribbled that down really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets to be in the little AI room, and we get to see that Tobias, being the big bad guy that he is, he's not sweating it because he takes control with his little wording, and this is what he says: "I ride the pale horse, and hell follows with me." So it was with that you see all the lights change and everything. So he's making his way, or like he's controlling that situation. And I thought that was interesting that, of course, he finds a way around things and stuff like that.
Well, sure. Oh, God, no, Elvis, no.
A Medea review. Actually,
no.
We actually did a Medea review. If you take a look in our Christmas reviews, we did a Medea Christmas.
It's so nice to know that you're keeping up with your brand, Ron. You know what? I'm here to evaluate the two of you for this show. That's what I'm actually here to do. And Ron, you don't even know what episodes we did. We did a Medea's Christmas less than a month ago.
Right.
Well, I must have been somewhere passed out. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I don't like Medea. I'm sorry. I just don't. I'm sorry. Hey, Christopher. Always nice to see Christopher. That's a good guy.
That guy right there. He's your man.
Fan of the month.
There you go.
Harris.
Christopher. But it's a hell of a scene. Go ahead. You was going to carry on.
Oh, so it was shortly after that we get the Anissa's got her powers back from an earlier fight with Painkiller because she was shot up and she lost her powers for a bit, but she's back. We also get the a little hint that they might have a stabilization cure with working through Tobias. So they're trying to take out his antibodies and all that to see if he holds the key, which he does, to stabilizing these metas. And after that, we have the scene where, so this is when we get our little off-brand romance. If Jen and Painkiller are Bella and Edward, then Jen and this little curly-haired Brandon.
Oh, you're talking about Earth Boy?
Yes, Earth Boy.
Earth Boy. I first didn't know his name. Brandon just, I like Earth Boy, but carry on.
We'll call him Earth Boy. Earth Boy and her are like the Jacob. Yes.
Wait, what?
Teacup.
There you go.
Teacup.
Did he annoy anybody else? Because I was not a fan of this character.
I didn't like him either. I was like, he's just shifting focus.
I didn't necessarily hate him. Like when I first saw him, I said, "Oh, that's the kid from Showtime," and he died in the first episode, which was sad. But I said, "Oh wow, look at him on Black Lightning. He comes in with all his hair and does stuff with the Earth."
Wait, he's
I
the
don't
kid
know.
from what? What show was he on?
Shy on show.
Shy.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I'm
what he
sorry.
said.
The way he was saying it was like he was yelling.
I am yelling,
Yeah,
and I'm not. And I haven't even been drinking. It's funny. Oh, look, we have a new challenger coming in. That's hilarious.
What is this, Mortal Kombat? Like,
Yes.
Yes.
No, it's actually Street Fighter, but yes, that's right. New challenger. There we go. Yeah. Sorry.
But so I don't like Earth Boy. I don't know why he's just giving me.
It's not
Even though
his
I'm a big fan of Jacob Black, I'm not a fan of.
We have a lot of nicknames. We have a lot of nicknames for these characters. Wait till you hear about Officer Hairline. But carry on.
Right. So, but before we carry on, we have to bring in our good friend.
Wait.
Odell.
So we just have a bunch of nicknames: High Voltage, Jack Lightning, Odell, and Guess Lightning.
It's the orgasmic version of Odell because you have two O's.
Odell.
Welcome. You know, we thought you were coming in as a Power Surge, but we see you like Odell, so we'll go ahead and keep you as Odell.
Oh,
Chrissy added 3 O's and Jack added 4.
So again, I don't like this Earth Boy. I don't like his storyline. I don't like his acting, but you know, he's brought in for the little girls. The little girls look and be like, "Oh, he's cute." So I guess he's an alternative.
It's the hair. You know, I think that's all it is. Like if you're saying, "Oh, that's the hair," it's nah.
Yeah, but he's just annoying to me, and I don't really much care for. Much like with Anissa, I don't care much for his acting. But you know, I digress. But he did in this scene. They did theorize that the reason why him and
Jen.
Lightning were able to, like, he can kind of neutralize her powers is because they have like opposite powers.
Right.
So that
He
was his
grounds
theory
her.
because he grounds her, and
They're
trying to sprinkle in a little romance here. Which
he got the green light. Oh my god.
well, join the
green
club.
light?
We're-
Really?
oh, no.
I see what you did there.
I love when he gets excited. It's just great. It just makes the whole atmosphere better. But carry on.
Yes, we are all having a little green light this evening, including Chris, I assume.
I have green tea. Is that green light?
Boo, boo.
I'm assuming green light has to be alcohol, but I'm actually trying to cut back on alcohol, even though after this, I'm fine.
Boo.
Hey, listen. The man wants washboard abs.
Excuse me.
Go back and watch that movie. I don't even remember what movie.
Euro Trip.
Yeah.
A lot of plugs for our other movies in this episode. We got X-Men, Medea, Euro Trip. So yeah, watch them. If you're here, watch those.
I know about those.
It was after that scene, that was like another interesting scene for me because again, they were trying to plug him as like the secondary romance to Khalil's romance. But anyway.
But you know what I think? I think for that scene, you say that like that he was the second romance thing. But I think just to give you the idea, like almost like there's no chance Jen and Painkiller could get back together, and she's gonna, like, they were teasing it, but maybe because I already seen all the episodes, I was like, nah, I couldn't see them not being together. But I did, just to give you that illusion that Jen and Painkiller is not going to be together. They can't be together. It's a forbidden love, and here's this guy, this curly hair Earth Boy eating worms kind of guy coming out of nowhere, and I don't know,
who's like the exact opposite of her power, so
he's
like
terrible.
neutralize her and ground her.
You could kind of, I can ground. He probably don't have washboard abs. I don't know.
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. You could just tell.
But anyway, so it was after that scene that we get the Blackbird comes to the clapback cornrows girl, because we now know that she is the voice behind Truthsayer.
Yeah.
So she pretty much approaches her telling, like, look, we need you to help us get video evidence of what the hell's going on in Freeland, because it's a mess in here. They agree because, of course, even though she doesn't know that it's Anissa, because her and Anissa have like a little thing from the earlier episode that we covered.
Bang.
Yeah, they had a little hookup thing.
Yeah.
She's still very starstruck because this is the Blackbird. This is the one going around in the absence of Black Lightning, has been kind of taking care of Freeland. Mm-hmm. Later, this is where we get Officer Hairline comes in, and he tells
Officer Hairline. There we go.
Officer Hairline back in the scene. So he approaches Jefferson Pierce. Yes.
Y'all need to stop.
Why?
Y'all need to stop hating on
Officer Hairline.
I'm not hating. I told you guys many times before the hairline doesn't matter, but this is what you guys wanted to call him, so I have to go along. But Officer Hairline is his name.
Speaking of names, who changed mine?
Yeah, that is great. I don't know who did that, but that is hilarious. Tobias,
Obviously, it's Odell, the other villain in this episode.
Yeah, it's him. That.
Look, he wanted to be Lady Eve. I don't know why you put Tobias there. Lady Eve, the executive consultant.
Are you Nissa?
But anyway.
Are you Nissa?
No, I don't like Anissa. I'm high.
Okay. All right. Then don't call me Lady Eve. Okay. You want to go rob the rich and feed the poor? You do that on your own time. But leave me out of it. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, it was during this time Officer Hairline comes to Jefferson Pierce's house to let him know that look, they are trying to take over Franklin Terrace, and Mrs. Shepard, who was an old school teacher of theirs, is there. She's not giving up her apartment. And I think it was interesting because you know that they're trying to talk about real life situations with gentrification and all of that. Yeah. But I just thought it was a weird place to put it in the episode because why would the ASA need this building? Maybe I missed it, but what was the importance of this specific building? But they did mention that the ASA were attempting to take over the whole of this Franklin Terrace. And Black Lightning wasn't having that. He mentioned that he didn't want to join the resistance before. He was against their tactics. Mm-hmm. But when Officer Hairline comes up to him and says, look, they going after Miss Shepard, and Miss Shepard is his old school teacher. And, he's still teaching at Garfield. He has a real strong connection to education and the teachers of the past. So he's like, look, they not about to do that to Miss Shepard. So we're going to go kick some A. What?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm looking at, like I said, I'm here just to evaluate the three of y'all for this show because we already had to cancel one show today. And then, so I'm looking at Ron's background here and I'm reading some of this stuff. And to your left, no pun intended, can you read that for me? That's for your wall, please.
Which one? This one?
No, your left. Your left, bro. Your left.
No.
That's your right.
I'm looking all around. Are you talking about this sign?
What does it say?
Live, fart, laugh.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Steve. My apologies. I can talk some tomfoolery. And I was
you embarrassed him. Now you took it down. Didn't want to hang it back.
No, I'm going to put it back up. I just didn't feel like putting it because I have like nails. No, I love this. You kidding me? I got it from Five Below. It's great. But carry on.
I love Five Below. I
love Five Below. Oh, Five Below is my favorite spot.
Yes.
Five Below needs to sponsor us as many times I just heard it in the last 30 seconds.
Oh, this is great. Most of the stuff is from Five Below.
You don't want to go off on these side conversations. We talking about the show here. So we're going to mention Five Below because they are doing a service to the people, much like when Black Lightning was doing a service to people when he's trying to help out Miss Shepard. So back to that.
Yes.
We get the scene where Brandon and Lightning, they talking about Dr. Jace because that's his mission. He's trying to find Dr. Jace because of what she did to his mother. Right. And all of that jazz. So it was during that time that Jennifer let it slip that she got her powers, which this is what I thought was interesting. She got her powers because someone slipped green light in her drink at the club. Mm-hmm. And that was from episode 1. And I always assumed that she just got her powers because, hereditary, she was going to get them regardless.
That is the case. Go ahead, Vic.
She never took that drink. That's just a lie so that she don't got to get the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, hold on. What is going on here?
No, that's just got it. She don't got to explain everything. You know what I mean? Because then you would have to explain how Anissa got her powers.
So she's just real sneaky out here. She want him to bare his soul and tell her all his deepest, darkest secrets. And she up here still keeping secrets from him. See how this girl do?
Yeah, girls are really good at lying, though.
For example, she is.
For example, look, I'm engaged. And now everybody's all like, "Oh, I want to come." So now my girls are like, "Oh, it's a destination wedding," So now everybody's like,
"Well, the jig is up. Golly, thanks for."
No, you don't want to. No, that's okay.
We'll edit that out. No, don't worry. So this is when the next scene we get into where, this is a scene I thought was interesting too, because Jefferson goes to Franklin Terrace and
Yes.
he's like, he goes in to see Miss Shepherd, and Miss Shepherd is in there rolling up some dro.
I didn't know where we were going when you said roll up. I was like, wait, what? Maybe I missed
in there
this.
bagging and everything else to this dro in her apartment, because she's low-key a drug dealer in Freeland, but she's also a teacher.
Mhm.
And she mentions like, oh, how else am I supposed to make some money on a teacher's salary? So she's really in here and like selling drugs on the low to the kids, most likely to pay her rent. I thought that was a little, like, do we really want to help out Miss Shepherd here? But
Yes.
Jefferson was down with it. So he said, look, I'm still about to defend you regardless, even though originally he was trying to convince her to leave the facility. Yeah, exactly. Trying to convince her to leave. And that's when she gets into this whole monologue about, you see that tree over there? That's where we did the sit-in to be able to stay in this house and all of this and all that. And another interesting thing I saw from that scene is that this universe is taking place within our universe, because they reference Obama and things like that. So I was like, wow, this is really taking place, supposed to be in our universe. And it makes me wonder, in the final season, season 4, will they be making any references to Trump? So
Oh God.
That remains to be seen.
Right. God.
Trump, probably George Floyd, probably Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, well, I don't know when
they might go deep.
shooting.
But you know what though? Like, because the thing is that Trump is not only the guy; it's also a brand. So because of that, there might be some kind of royalties that may have to. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, I highly doubt that they would do something like that unless it really goes into the story. You know what I mean?
You would doubt that they would reference him, or?
Yeah, no, I doubt that they wouldn't reference him. Because, for example, like you say you're fired, you got to pay him. You say the word.
But
Trump.
he's a public figure. I think you could say his name at least. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Well, possibly. I mean,
you can say his name, but
there's just a lot of branding to that.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, like it might be, they might say something like kind of like I don't know if you notice on The View, Whoopi Goldberg always goes, you know who, and I feel like there's more to that than just the fact that it's Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but I feel like for those purposes, I highly doubt that they would even say the word. You know what I mean? Whether they would reference him or not, possibly, but we'll see. I mean, it definitely does good TV. So I'll tell you, I mean, I see why you say that, but I don't know.
Well, we'll find out in a couple more weeks.
There you go.
But after he speaks with Miss Shepherd, we get the that's when he decides, like, yeah, you're right. There's no reason for you to be kicked out of your home. And that's when he decides that he's going to defend Franklin Terrace. And in doing so, that's him joining the resistance. Now, again, the resistance in earlier episodes is what Officer Hairline has been putting together. They've been like, actively going against the ASA. And so up until this point, Jefferson was not down with them. But he said, look, he needs to fight. He needs to fight. He needs to be more aggressive with his defense of Freeland. And that's when he decides, like, look, this is the route I need to take. He takes it that evening and he defends Franklin Terrace. So in doing so, he takes on our good friend from the Jimmy Fox show,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes. See, I know I wasn't the only one. Yes. Go ahead.
Now,
What?
I'm sorry, but that whole situation was
Really?
yes.
For once, this is not on.
Honestly, okay. Look. On a science level, I appreciate it. I do, because it's scientific. Like, well, yeah, that's true. But at the same time, like, why would they set up this meta? Like, oh, he could take your powers and be all like, oh, that would be interesting, just to have that.
Did he say
Oh,
that?
where he gets defeated at the end? Yeah.
Yeah, because
He gets defeated at the end. Yeah.
because
I
he was
thought
That was anticlimactic. I agree. That was very anticlimactic. Like,
yeah, like
oh,
he was such a badass throughout the whole time, and like you know what I mean. Like it was
no one took him serious. You took him seriously? I said, that's the dude who used to get roasted by Jamie Foxx.
no. I mean, in the previous episode, so he came at him like, "Sit down, meta."
meta,
Yeah,
right?
That's kind of like the first word coming out your mouth. You
Yeah, I
what
know.
mean?
I
Like
loved when he said that.
I was waiting for the fight. I was waiting.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah. No, it was
For
anticlimactic.
him to come out of somewhere and be like, "All right," you know what
That's
I mean?
true, because he did mention something along the lines of, "Look, I have your powers, and I have years of technical
Military
knowledge
training,
and combat and all this." And he does get taken out. The one thing I didn't like how Jefferson told him why he's going to die. It's like, just let him, just let it happen. He was like, "Look, I have this suit protecting me, but you're just having all this power, so it's like, come on, now, too much."
And even at the end where he said, "You made your point," yeah, no,
too much talky.
Come on now, man. That's where he turned into the guy from the Jamie Foxx show.
He was always the Jamie. I mean, I don't care how many vests he put on. That was still the Jamie Foxx guy.
At that moment, you could even see it in his face when he had all the power and shit. He was looking all uppity.
Yeah.
At that moment,
uppity.
That's when he had was the guy from the Jamie Foxx show. What was his name in the Jamie Foxx show?
I don't know, but I know
Jamie
he's
Foxx.
You know what? We
Ragdoll.
can review the Jamie Foxx show. Chris.
Okay. So, and it was when.
Not the green light speaking. What's going on here? What?
But that's when Thunder joins in with them, and I thought it was interesting because Thunder earlier in the scene, her hair was completely different, but it was an emergency. She rushed over there, and now she got the Thunder hair. So, she had enough time to gather everybody and change her hair. But anyway, after that, we get the Gambi goes in the abandoned cell tower, because again, they are attempting to get a message out to the rest of the world what's going on in Freeland, because as of this moment, the media is going with the false story that it's a SARS outbreak, and that's why they have to quarantine the whole of the city. So he breaks into the old cell tower, and that's where he meets up with
Atari.
Yeah.
PC, I think his name was, or something like that.
Yeah, his name was.
I just called him Atari because he's like he's someone with computers. It was like TC or something. TC.
Yeah, TC. But his original was Byron, but they call him TC. Yes. And as I was writing this, I was thinking, this guy, he's in this building by himself, and he the way he is with this technology, his power is that he can communicate with technology.
He could talk,
yeah, but he's in there fucking the computers. I swear to God, because the way he talks to these computers, he's banging these computers.
Yeah, he's like Aquaman with machines.
Yeah. No, because they don't like. It's true though. What he's saying is true. Sometimes when you pick at them, they don't like that.
Oh God!
You have. Like, listen, you can't take out a processor before you take out the hard drive. Like, you can't
listen.
Like, you have to do things in order, and you have to do things smooth. You don't take a computer apart when it's on. Like, hello, they don't like that. Like,
all I know is that a couple years ago there was this story about a woman in France, and she married the Eiffel Tower, like legally married the Eiffel Tower. And I have a feeling that this is what is in this young man's future, the way he was oohing and ahhing these computers and everything in there. He's about to marry and, consummate his marriage.
Here's the thing. His power is that he can have a conversation with this computer. And then the other thing is that I think that after this conversation, we should watch the movie Her, because it's about a guy that falls in love with his phone. But anyway,
yeah, I seen that movie with Joaquin Phoenix. But this is exactly what's going on with this little boy, because he is in love with these computers.
Anyway,
he was really offended.
But here's the thing.
Okay, Vic, so take it over.
He has the ability to touch a computer, right? Hack into other things. Also see a Bitcoin transaction. That was the most impressive part. He touched the computer and he was able to track a Bitcoin transaction. Do you know the whole reason why Bitcoin is popular is because It is not centrally controlled. Therefore, you cannot see who the hell is making these payments. That is why Bitcoin has such a big criminal element. And the fact that he was able to just touch the computer and go back and forth and figure out that it was Lady Eve, brilliant. I loved it. I wish I had those powers. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, you sound like the ShamWow guy the way you was doing that, because I'm so the way you did all that and the hand motion and everything. I'm just waiting for a 1-800 number. Great job, Vic.
Thank you.
So it was after that scene that we get the big fight scene between Blackbird and Painkiller. Yeah, so they get in the fight, and she kind of redeems herself from the other fight, and but it
she got an ass kick.
Yeah, she did low key get a little ass kick, but so did he, and his glasses got knocked off, and they must have been some kind of special glasses because she had no idea he was Khalil.
Yeah, that right there, because I feel like it was a given. You could tell the jawline, all that stuff, but when the glasses fell off, it was on. She said, "Oh wait, you're my sister's dead boyfriend. Oh my God, how you?" Right,
because she had no idea before.
I mean, but you know what though? These disguises are just all around because Hairline couldn't tell who Jefferson was.
He was paying attention to his hairline.
What is his name?
Oh, look, I explained it. He has some kind of weird light that's like deflecting people when they try to, like, you can't look directly at him like looking at the sun. That's what they say. So I can kind of get behind the nobody knows Jefferson.
But and Anissa's another one because
Anissa, who knows what's going on.
That voice cloaking crap that she has, you can still hear that it's her. And then all she really has is like,
nothing.
Rage. But I mean, and just to call back an old episode, I did think it was funny when Henderson said, "Who is this, Lynn?" I really thought that was hilarious. He really thought that was Lynn. I thought that's why he gets crapped on.
Wait, hold on. Who is this? I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, who is this?
Too high.
It's too dark. I can't tell who this is. It's Jefferson.
She has it like this, where you have like half the face out and the nose pointing out. Really like this. Like, what the hell? You can tell who the hell she is. Like, everybody's just stupid. I gotta hold it up.
Yeah, everyone's stupid. I love that. That should be like one of the things. Everyone's stupid. I love that. Go on.
So it was after
that so
that she found out this is Khalil. Then we are back with Gambi and TC, and they were able to successfully transmit the message through the little broadcast thing, the video thing. They got it.
YouTube. Yeah.
Exactly. It uploaded to YouTube after hours and hours, like it likes to take. But anyway, Lynn tries to escape the pit because Gambi lets her know, like, look, this is what's going down. Jefferson has joined the resistance. They are going to hold you hostage if you don't escape right now. So she makes it happen after grabbing her little supply of green light because she's an addict now.
She is an addict,
She dips out. She's running. She's hiding in corridors. And she eventually was able to escape after dropping her purse. So she mentioned that she wanted to go back and get it. Gambi was like, "Nah, ho, we gotta go," and they left.
Yeah, no, he did say those lines. I was really surprised. I said Jefferson would smack the taste out of you, white man. Don't do that. Yeah.
So, and at the end of the episode, we have that we kind of talked about a little bit earlier with the final scene with Commander Williams and Black Lightning, and the whole end of that where he took his powers and he ended up fainting because he couldn't control it because he didn't have the suit that Black Lightning has on. Coin. All right. Well, it was coin. So, but that was episode 8, guys, in a nutshell.
I mean, you broke that down like that.
Yes. Thanks for watching. So if you're watching this video, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to join us moments from now because we're going to cover episode 9 of Black Lightning season 3. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us, Executive Consultant.
And shop at Five Below.
Right. Subscribe below. Adios.
She said 5 below.
Oh my God.
Bye.